we have Beth over to help evaluate some fruit. There's 6 different mango varieties here, and I'm hoping that you can give us your impression of the fruit, just the general tastes and flavors that you experience when you eat the fruit, and also if it reminds you of any other fruit that you might have had, another mango variety or other fruit.
Okay.
So anyway.
It's my favorite part-time job.
So.
And you're not going to tell me what I'm tasting until after?
You pretty much, some of these you just know.
Okay.
But here is a slice. Nice looking mango, very orange inside.
Really pretty. Nam Dak Mai?
No.
Pem Sang Moon.
Well, you got one more try, I think.
Oh boy.
You can do it.
It's been a long year. It's sweet. Let's see. I know what it is. Pram Kai Meu.
There you go.
Yeah, the Thai mangoes are my favorites when they're in my hand and ripe. But if you had 20 varieties of mangoes out, they wouldn't be the ones that I would pick. And I don't know why. Because this is a juicy, sweet, delicious mango.
Yeah, it's got a lot of flavors, but it certainly doesn't have the mango flavors of the Indian mango. It's, I think of it more as a fruity kind of flavor. Like, I think Scott said that it's like possibly one of the flavors is somewhat like the very beginning flavor of durian, but I am not a durian expert. So.
And I've never had durian.
So, but anyway, it has, it's a completely fiberless, juicy, very attractive fruit that
it's beautiful.
And it's a nice flavor. It's just a lot different from the Indian flavors.
Yeah, and the fans of the Thai fruits, they definitely have a fan club.
Oh yeah.
And there's people that only want them, and I can totally see why. It's just, and look, if you sent me home with ripe or any of these, when it came time to eat it, I'd be like thrilled, right? But again, I tend towards a different flavor profile. If you asked me the specifics of that flavor profile, I couldn't tell you, but I tend towards it.
But basically, you're open to all sorts of flavors, and this one is one of those. Yes,
definitely open to all sorts of flavors. Every mango, there's not a mango here I would turn down.
That sounds like a challenge.
They're all yummy, aren't they? They are. That one's really good.
Okay, so this one, we're not sure if this is past its prime or not. We don't have a lot of experience with this particular variety.
I should know it.
So I am going to give you the first piece, and if you are still breathing after you eat it, then I know it's okay.
So I should recognize it because I recognize it physically, but I can't remember what. Okay, go down. I can't remember what. Oh, it definitely smells overripe. I don't know if
it smells overripe from here. So I think that this is probably not. No. This stage, it's, I can smell it, it's overripe, but I'm not tasting some of those flavors of overripe mangoes, like where it's like, really, you don't want to swallow whatever you just started chewing. But it has lost its specialness, So I think that if you didn't know, like if you were comparing it to perhaps a supermarket mango, you'd be like, this is delicious.
Oh, of course.
But
what I don't taste a strong flavor, and it's watery. And I think that's because it's just crossed over a little bit. But it's not I don't want to spit it out. It's not that bad, but I want to spit it out.
Yeah. We
Okay.
will revisit
What
this
is it?
variety another time.
Please?
It is Carpe Diem.
Oh, I've never had that.
It's, it has these spots which, it's tough to get a bunch of ripe fruit ready at the same time. So, had you only been here yesterday.
I don't remember getting a call yesterday. But this is pretty unique, this little thing. There's one or two other mangoes that have this little thing here, right?
Well, like that one, it's
That's
sort of in,
pretty
here we
prominent.
go.
Oh, okay, that's the one I was thinking of. Which is that?
Well,
Oh, yours is a surprise.
we're just going to taste it just so that you don't know if you've fallen in
I know
love
I'm
with it
supposed
yet.
to remember. There's one that. Let's see. Oh my God. This is such a great mango. It's juicy. It's fiberless. It's not intensely strong. It's a little neutral, but it's delicious. Is this Ugly Betty?
You got it. Woo!
I love Ugly Betty. I loved Ugly Betty last year. I stopped calling her Ugly Betty and I started just calling her Betty because she's not ugly, but.
Yeah, they named this fruit Ugly Betty because of its bumpiness, but its bumpiness is really not that prominent, and it is a really nice fruit.
It's a really nice fruit. It's not a strong, overwhelming flavor. I like that. It's just sweet and juicy. Does it have a little orangeness to it?
Well, a lot of times we taste like curry flavors in it.
Is curry a parent?
It could be. I don't know that right off the top of my head.
Can I try another little piece?
Oh gosh. Patrick, you have to make your own dinner.
I'm so annoying. I just want to make sure I love it as much as I say I love it.
Oh, I got some more fiber. I got the fiber part of
That's
that.
all right. Thank you. So, this piece has a bit of a stronger flavor than the other piece. I like it.
Yeah, it's a fruit that is usually later than curry, so a lot of people who are, very,
Okay.
very big curry fans go for. Oh, did I go into the wrong one?
Yeah.
Oh, silly me.
No, it's
That, I should have realized that, but here we go.
okay. Let's.
All's forgiven.
Okay. Now we're back. I'm like, I was eating it, going. I kept eating
Deja vu all
I kept eating it to find.
What was that flavor I just tasted? Well, that was 2 mangoes ago.
Yeah, it's really good. Sometimes the mangoes that don't have intense flavors are my favorites because they go with more things. Because we have mangoes all day long during the season when I can get them.
Well, I like the just different flavors. Like there are a lot of mangoes that I really like, but I don't want to have a day where I'm just eating one of those. I like to have one and then switch to another variety and such.
I think that I agree with that unless it's Glen.
You have a special relationship with
I have
that.
a special relationship with Glen.
Okay.
The first, I'd say the first summer I helped you out here, which was 7 or 8 years ago, you sent me home with a bag of Glen, most of which were ready to be eaten. And I
you
stood
were
at the
up to the
kitchen
task.
sink. I stood at the kitchen sink. The whole thing. I figured out. That was my first realization. I needed to eat the mangoes at the kitchen sink. No knife involved at that point. It was awesome. How is the Glen crop this year?
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
So we will taste another one here and see what you think.
Move these out of the way
this.
so I don't get fooled again.
Yeah, I know. Well, this one looks very different from the others, so
okay.
yeah, that was me getting fooled. You going along with it.
It has the color of Cushman, but it doesn't have the shape.
Right.
Duncan.
Nope.
No? I have no idea. Oh, have I ever had Kathy before?
I thought you had.
Is Kathy related to Duncan?
No.
Who's Kathy related to?
I think Zillindo Chinese.
Well, really pretty color yellow, really juicy, really sweet, no fiber, has some familiarity to Dot a little. There's some little thing there. Lemony, maybe. I like it a lot.
I think it's, it is probably slightly underripe, so that might be giving it the tartness that you pick up on. But it's plenty sweet and juicy. It's not...
Underripe. I seem to tend more towards underripe.
Yeah, I like some tartness in most mangoes, and so
that's a good mango. And who's Kathy related to? Did I already ask you that? It's late. It's Friday, right?
Yeah. Zillindo Chinese, I believe.
But that's only one parent.
Yeah, I think that was the seed parent, and the pollinator is just a guess on that. So
really good. So far, Ugly Betty. Okay.
Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're on to second from the last here.
Okay. Have I ever had this one before? Because the colors don't look familiar.
I believe so.
Trickster. It takes me till the end of August to kind of own my mango names.
And then you have like 9 months to forget them, right? Not a good representation.
I'm so glad you said that, because it's not flavorful and it's kind of watery.
Yeah.
What is it?
This one happened to be a drop, which is, it must have dropped prematurely. And we thought we'd taste it because it's really good when it's full on the tree.
I'm trying to find the name.
It's not on it. Oh, yes, it is. It's Paige.
Oh, I historically really love Paige.
Yeah, as I said, this one is, it's a big mango, but Paige gets bigger than this. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes the smaller mangoes have the full flavor, and this is not one of those mangoos.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at this blush. I love that. Who is she related to?
I don't believe they know that.
Okay.
From the west coast of Florida.
Okay, so she's not a Zill.
No.
The rest Zill?
Yes, not Pram, that's straight from Thailand. And Carpe Diem, that's one of truly tropicals, but that one is a little overripe. But Ugly Betty, yes, and Kathy, yes. And actually, Jakarta is also, but Jakarta is from the early days. It's probably a Kent Bombay cross.
I think we had a Jakarta yesterday that was delicious. Pretty sure we did. One of the ones that you gave me. Here we go. Now, Jakarta is usually very flavorful.
This is one of those juicy ones also.
Juicy, but I don't think as juicy as the pina colada. Do you?
I don't know. Are we talking juice per fruit or per juice per ounce?
So Jakarta, to me, this is one of the ones that has a strong flavor. Beautiful color, very juicy, fiberless. It's not, I don't think it's, like if I was going to have someone try one mango, I don't know if I would pick this one because it's a stronger flavor. But I would totally recommend everybody try it.
Well, there are definitely people that you'd recommend it to, or that I would recommend it to. Basically, I think it's very popular with anybody who likes Bombay or Alfonso, because there's a lot of those flavors in this.
I did not know that. Now I know, and you can quiz me next month and see if I remember that. So Jakarta, Bombay, Alfonso.
Well, Bombay and Alfonso, a lot of people equate those flavors, or they're rather similar.
Oh, okay.
And so that's why I threw Alfonso in.
This
But-
is one that's really good at the skin. Some of them taste better at the closer to the seed, and this one, the skin's really the fruit on the skin, not the skin.
Yeah, there's definitely more flavor there. And that's sort of true for the Indian type mangoes. Most of them, at least that I can remember. But Kathy is, it has the Zilando Chinese in it, and so the skin is not delectable. The flavors changed, usually not for the good, close to the skin of the Southeast Asian. So I know that we had a few mangoes that were not at their best. So the Carpe Diem was Overripe, which has the black spots up there next to the skin, and the Paige was underformed. Really, it was ripe, but it wasn't as big as it usually gets. So those were sort of disqualified mangoes. I'll put those aside. But we have Jakarta, Pram Kai Meu, Kathy, and Ugly Betty. And so, what out of those four, what's your favorite and what's your least favorite?
Well, this Kathy wasn't. Was it? What was it?
Well, it was slightly underripe, so it was a little bit tart.
So I really loved Ugly Betty last year, so I want to go Betty, The Jakarta is just a really great mango. The Pram Kai Meu is a great mango. I think I would eat a Jakarta anytime, and I would eat a Pram Kai Meu with certain things.
It complements certain types of food.
Yeah. Which one was this? Oh,
Kathy.
the Kathy. I don't know. I can't make it. I think I do remember that I had it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had it with, maybe I tasted it with Kaylee. I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
I was here. I remember being all excited going, ooh, 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 can I taste it? So I can't really give a judgment on this because it didn't have its full flavor.
Yeah, it's
but I think these are all
slightly underripe on Kathy K3.
But this is K3.
Yes.
Okay, I've totally had it. Yeah, I've totally had it. I forgot that was the same name. I had it a couple of years ago, I think. I think they're all really good mangoes. These four mangoes are completely different from each other.
True.
You can't really compare them. It would be like comparing an Oreo to a Fig Newton. Just can't. It's just right?
Okay.
But I love them. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.